first field project on
Ghost.
Ghost! Okay, and my name is Nicole Zakchowski from C12.
I'm Brad Roberts from B34.
And I'm Marta from B12. Bill! Enjoy our project.
Supernatural phenomenons, but they are natural ones. Most people do not accept this. They are either accepted as earthbound spirits or residential personal energy, which lingers at the location, which was significant to the individual at the time of their life or at the moment of their death. There are different types of ghosts. There is the unaware ghost, which isn't aware that he's dead. He thinks he's living, but he's not. Just like in The Sixth Sense, Willis was walking around thinking he was living, which really he wasn't. Which he didn't find out until the end of the movie, of course. The attached ghost, which becomes attached to certain objects or places, such as a house, or where they just love to live. It didn't have to be their house. There's the jealous ghost, who gets jealous to people instead of objects. So they attach themselves to a certain person, like a spouse or a lover. So they just get really jealous when the significant other decides to remarry or start dating again. They keep haunting the person that they're dating. There's the sad ghost, who is depressed that they're dead and just keeps living and moving on. There's a mission ghost who stays because they had unfinished business, which was cut off at the time of their death. So they stay on Earth to finish up whatever they were doing, and then once they finish that, they can just go to the other side. There's the goodbye ghost, which usually appears only once to say goodbye to a certain family member or lover. Or to simply assure that they are doing well, and that they have passed over successfully. There's the mischievous ghost, which is curious about what happens, but they are more menacing and mischievous. They want to play with you. And then there's angry ghost, who's just angry at everything and has a destructive force, wants to maybe drive you to death, or just is looking for revenge. And the good thing about that is they're very rare, and most spirits just are looking for help. They don't really want to hurt. The end. There's a mission ghost who stays because they had unfinished business, which was cut off at the time of their death. So they stay on Earth to finish up whatever they were doing, and then once they finish that, they can just go to the other side. There's the goodbye ghost, which usually appears only once to say goodbye to a certain family member or lover, or to simply assure that they are doing well, and that they have passed over successfully. There's the mischievous ghost, which is curious about what happens, but they are more menacing and mischievous. They want to play with you. And then there's angry ghost, who's just angry at everything and has a destructive force, wants to maybe drive you to death, or just is looking for revenge. And the good thing about that is they're very rare, and most spirits just are looking for help. They don't really want to hurt. Okay, so what is a haunting? So one thing anyone can agree with is that hauntings are tied to a particular location. It could be a house or anything, but it can also be mobile, like a car or a plane or anything that moves, but it is set to one particular location. Beyond that, nobody agreed on anything. Okay. So the better definition of a haunting is a collection of odd paranormal events that take place in your house or wherever, and you witness these things. Now, before you can say you've officially been haunted, you have to verify this. So once you've investigated this and found natural cases to which everything would happen, would it still be a haunting? Well, most people say yes, because you've explained everything in the haunting. Hauntings need to be properly investigated to eliminate natural causes to be taken seriously. So, in all, this isn't as neat as a place inhabited by a ghost, but you need proper investigation. To have an ideal investigation, you need numerous witnesses witnessing different events at different times. Okay. So there's two main factors in a haunting. One could be an unbroken link with the past, and the second is believed to be a remorse over evil life or the shock of violent death. Alright, so when you're haunted, you can hear ghosts, but you can also see them, such as visual effects. You can feel chillness, and you can get headaches. You can get sense, and you can get sensory effects, unspeakable horrors, and your pets may hear you too. But the more noise a ghost makes, the less solid they are. Intelligent hauntings involve a ghost presence, a spirit that interacts with the humans, like in Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol, where the three ghosts come. Elliot Donald suggested that there are as many animal phantoms as humans. The more frequent being the cat, because cats get sudden and more violent deaths than dogs, or any other animal for that matter. Many souls have unfinished business and they want to stay on Earth to finish it, and once they do, they go on to the afterlife. And that's usually what happens. It means that all departed souls continue to attract and keep living as if they're in this world and not moving on to the next.
We are here with the Ouija board, and we have talked, this is the second session we have talked to spirits. Our first session, we met a spirit named Chris and Nicole's grandmother, Tanya. We're just now finding out that Chris is my biological father, and we are asking him how he died. And he said D, and now we are trying to figure out what D means. Chris, are you still here? Chris, we've asked you how you died, and you told us D. Can you tell us what D stands for? Chris, did you die of disease? Chris, does it hurt you or any of the other spirits to come through and talk to us through the Ouija board?